I believe that even if he does not complete or come to terms with 100% of his promises, I think he's going to make a strong dent.
With the situation in this country, you should know that you need change.
That they are fighting the present government that they brought into power for the policy that their own government brought.
So it seems to me that you have sent someone to work for you and the person is not giving you a good result. So you have to change it. Even though it's awesome.
Somebody that will turn Nigeria from conversion to production.
I want to vote for candidate because I believe it's one that will take Nigeria to the next level.
Hello everybody, you're welcome back to my channel. Let's talk with Phil's Breakthrough. Please share your opinion, like, comment, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Thank you very much. It's few days to the general elections. Let's hear what Nigerians are saying about the elections. Do you have your PVC?
Yes, I do. I actually do. I actually have like a printed copy on my phone because, we have come to a time when we have to get up and, take these things by ourselves. The leaders that we have had this past few years, I don't want to castigate or call people bad names, but we have had series of bad government, and it's coming from the top and it's rubbing off on us, the youths. But if we, come together as youths and decide to make a change, that's why I'm voting for my candidate, because he always speaks about competence, and they always attack him that he doesn't have structure and all that. You might know who I'm talking about, but I believe that if he comes, change might take time, but it's going to be something that's going to help Nigeria. It's going to take Nigeria from where it is now and catapult it to the next phase that we need to go. That's what I think.
You've already talked about your candidates, but okay, can you tell me what do you think your candidate will do?
I believe that even if he does not complete or come to terms with 100% of his promises, I think he's going to make a strong dent when it comes to corruption in Nigeria. It's easy for someone to point fingers and say he's corrupt, he will do this, but when you give him the job, and he has put himself on the line several times by saying, if I do not do this, and he's always saying, go and find proof for this. I would want the other candidates to say the same things. If you say you will do this or you're going to do this, let there be proof that you didn't do something corrupt or bad in your own time. But this man is saying, go and find this out. There's proof for you to find out that I am the qualified person, and I believe that I'm going to take Nigeria to the next phase. So why wouldn't we come together and just give him a chance for him to do what he says he's going to do?
Yeah, with the introduction of IREV, IREV, BVAS, and this cashless policy, do you think election malpractices will be called out?
Now, this is a dicey question. I think because of the level of corrupt practices that is already in the backbone of the country, I think it will take time on a consensus effort for corruption to be gone. I think there would be some corrupt practices in this election. Of course, yes. There's no way in this particular dispensation, with everything going on, people are going to still want to use money. The cashless policy is not affecting a whole lot of people. Some people already have this money. They're just waiting for the election day for them to dole out money and convince people or coerce them to vote because they have the cash. That's why probably the cash was restricted. They know what they're doing. But I'm talking from a point of view of being a layman, an experienced person. If it's cashless, if I can make my transactions with my card and transfers and all that, what about people that don't have access to banks or POS and everything? You feel for them, but at the same time, those are not the people that they're thinking about. They're thinking about them in the face that they are rural people. So what they want is the physical cash. If they have that cash, then they got the votes. But we pray that God intervenes for us in this dispensation and, sets things right. Yeah.
Thank you for your time. Do you have a permanent voter's card?
To some extent, yes, I would say yes.
Will you be voting?
Why not? If I'm allowed to vote, like they say, let me just say my mind. It was said that we can vote with VIN, and that's what I'm going there to go and see. Seeing is believing, so I want to go and exercise my franchise. Let's see if what they say really would work. If even without my voter's card, since they are the ones that didn't give me the voter's card, if it's going to work or not.
So, why do you want to vote for your candidate?
It's my right to vote and be voted for, right? So, and now it's time for election, and I'm eligible to vote, so I want to go and exercise my franchise so that I will vote and know that, okay, if the person I voted for maybe didn't win, yes, I know that yes, this is what I did. Then, if the candidate won and it was not given, I'll be able to voice out.
Why do you want to vote for your candidate? What is the reason?
Because I believe my candidate of choice will make a change based on the campaign I've seen here and there. He did not come out to give me like all those promises that we've been seeing years back. He wants to make a change in our country. Not because I know that politicians they can do and undo, but based on what he said, I believe my candidate is going to give a change. At least we've been seeing more of PDP, APC, and they are the same set of people that have been ruling. Okay, let's give others a chance and let's give younger ones chance, not the older ones. At least they've ruled. So let's allow another person, let's give another person a chance to give us his own perspective of leadership so that Nigeria will be a better place. I think everyone should think with the situation in this country, you should know that you need change. So I think my candidate is the best option set for the country for now.
With the introduction of IREV, BVAS, and this cashless policy, do you think election malpractices will be covered completely?
And to some extent, I believe it's going to go a long way. But let's see what is going to happen. Then let's see if the citizens are going to voice out too. You know, it's one thing to talk and it's one thing to do. So now let's see if after all this is said and done, and if what we're expecting did not come out, we expect people to voice out because it's high time we speak for ourselves.
Thank you very much. Thank you for your time.
Thank you.
Do you have your permanent voter's card?
Yeah, of course I do now.
So are you going to vote?
Definitely I'm voting now. Perfectly voting for my candidate.
So why do you want to vote for your candidate?
Because out of the 3 presidential candidates that are out now, I think P2B is the best candidate for now. If you check his track records of things he did in Anambra State, I think it's only the governor that is not receiving pension and those gratuity after serving your state. I think he's the only person. I'm not saying he's a saint anyway, but I think he's far better than the rest of them. Yeah.
So with the introduction of IREV is a portal where election results will be uploaded after voting, so you can check for the results immediately after you vote. IREV, BVAS, and this cashless policy, do you think election malpractices will be covered completely?
I wouldn't really say completely, but it will help in bringing down vote buying and election malpractices. I think that's one of the things that Buhari did that I think he did something very well. This introduction of this BVAS, right, where you can, from that polling unit, they send result directly to the sites where everybody will see how the vote is going and how numbers of votes your candidate is having. I think it will help. And again, this cashless policy again has helped bringing down election malpractices very well. If you even check, you say APC is fighting APC now. You understand that they are fighting the present government that they brought into power for the policy that their own government brought again, and you're fighting again. Though you see, that means there is a hidden agenda which maybe they have hoarded a lot of money where they can use to buy votes. And I think is one of the legacies that Buhari will do, and that maybe we'll forgive him for all other bad things he has done. Yeah, I think.
Okay, thank you very much. Thank you for your time.
All right, thank you, and these new homes too.
Yeah, do you have a permanent voter's card?
I have a permanent voter's card.
Will you be voting?
I'll vote.
What do you think about these general elections? It's just finished the elections.
I believe this will take Nigeria to the next level. because we have survived. With this election, I believe Nigeria will go to the next level as we voters, as the masses, and voters.
Yeah, why do you want to vote your candidate?
I want to vote my candidate because we believe without us changing the parties, we will not achieve what we want. But it seems to me that you have sent someone to work for you, and the person is not giving you a good result. So you have to change it. Even though it's my own son that I want to be there. At least I will keep him aside and bring someone that will bring up my company for me to achieve what I want. Because keeping him in the company as a director or as a head of the company is not making any impact to me. I have to keep him aside, bring another person else to keep him there in order to bring out the name of the company to be great. That makes me anxious to see that day for the right company that will take the ground to a very good level of it.
With the introduction of IREV, BVAS, and this cashless policy, do you think election malpractices will recover completely?
I think it's not possible for them to succeed because even the parties that they see, whatever they are calling themselves to do it in order to win the election will not be possible because Nigeria now are wise. It's not like before. How do you think that we vote for 8 years and will not achieve anything? We are crying. Vote another 8 years again, the same calibers of people. It's not possible. Those that in that very house, if we vote any of them now, we will send people to go back again. Because the cabal that we are taking cabal is the same cabal that we keep in that very place again. So when we change to another person, we will bring new people, and those new people will not like people to laugh at them or to insult them. Now, that's why I believe in changing the parties and also to change the candidate that we are expecting him to bring out Nigerian name.
So do you think you will win in this election?
I didn't believe this really will happen. But what my greatest fear is that why I didn't want to shut up the network. That's where I'm thinking. But I believe with this voting, we will get impact on it.
Thank you very much. Do you have a choice?
Yeah, I have one.
Are you going to vote?
Definitely.
Why do you want to vote your candidate?
Well, I want to vote for a credible candidate that has the promises at heart, not just somebody that will come out and start saying other things about that candidate, and which he doesn't even have any promises at heart, so which is very, very bad. So I want to vote for a credible candidate, somebody that will turn Nigeria from consumption to production.
So, with the introduction of BVAS, IREV, and this cashless policy, do you think election malpractices will be covered completely?
With the new law that our president signed into, I believe things will work out well. Even with the BVAS and so-called thing that he signed into the law. By the special grace of God, nobody can stop this way.
Thank you very much. Thank you for your time. What do you think about these general elections? It's just few days to the general elections. What do you think about it?
I think the election will come and go, and Nigeria will still remain the same. Nigeria will still remain one. And I believe there will be no violence, and everything will go back to normal.
So, your candidates, why do you want to vote your candidates?
I want to vote for a candidate because I believe it's one that will take Nigeria to the next level.
Okay, with the introduction of INEC, IREV, BVAS, and this cashless policy, do you think election malpractices can be covered completely?
Much kudos to the election, to the INEC chairman, Professor Mahmoud, with the introduction of the BVAS and other for the election, just to cover practice. But that being said, still in Nigeria, still have Nigerian politicians. I know we still have them, we still have them, we still have them.
your time. Thank you.